Hi, I am Donna. I hope everyone is keeping safe and healthy at this time. Yes, we knew particularly this year has not been so good to us. It started with so much of uncertainties, and that makes each and every one of us fighting for our own individual challenging situations now. I think the best thing to do for us now is to look forward, be hopeful, and patiently wait for the world to be soon ready for us. As an individual, we have our own way of coping up. And as for myself, I take comfort from looking back into my previous travels. And I want to share with you now this particular trip that I had last spring of 2019 to see the cherry blossoms in the parks of London. I always like visiting London. It's one of my favorite cities, if not my ultimate favorite city. I think I will never get bored of it. It's like, I will never get bored of flying, and I'll never get bored of the airplane food. It's the same with London. I'll never get bored of the city. So this particular video, I will show you around Greenwich Park and St. James's Park. And as you can see, this is me before. I actually take a lot of videos, even though I wasn't vlogging yet, but I'm not talking, so I look like an idiot in here. Anyway, I am just so glad that I have a YouTube channel now that could help me develop and grow as a better storyteller, and I am looking forward to show you the real, actual reality of my future travel or travels the way I experience it. Also, I hope that I could be part of a community of subscribers, friends, or fellow bloggers here that I could actually learn and grow with. That would be amazing. So actually this particular travel requires me to travel like thousands of miles away. This was during the time when I live in Jeddah, so I have to stop over into international airport in Istanbul and then in Edinburgh and then finally here in Heathrow. So this is fun. So every time I touch down Heathrow, I always go to the tube, and it makes me feel like, I'm home, I'm back. So the cold wind and then the train ride back to my cousin's place is like an energy itself that I have to wake up so early in the morning for a beautiful morning of Cherry Blossoms Day. Morning, London. So this was early April of 2019. It is really good morning in London for me because coming from the desert and waking up with these beautiful flowers and fresh air, it is just really very refreshing. This is what I really like about London because every time you come back on a different month, you will have to see London on a totally different vibe. And this time it's still very chilly. Coming from a tropical country, I really like this month in London because it's quite good for me, not too cold. One of my favorite part as well is taking the tube because it always amazes me. I mean, this tube system in London is one of the oldest in the world, and I think this is the blueprint of all the tube system around the world, and still is the best for me. I always really like taking it. So this is the beautiful white cherry blossoms of Notting Hill. It's like a pilgrimage to me now. Every time I visit London, I have to go and see Notting Hill. At this time, it was all white cherry blossoms that is so pleasing to the eye. Oh no, I don't go here to find books or to buy books. What are you talking about? I don't know William, I don't know Anna. I come here for the flea market, bazaar, and I just like walking to Notting Hill. Seriously, I also come here for like this vintage chinas. I just like rummaging, but it's quite pricey, so it's actually nice if you can find a nice one and a cheaper one. So this is what I always come here for, and fresh fruits and also the street food. It's everything. Like sometimes you don't want to leave the place, but you have to because you only have a limited time in London. And I was here for the cherry blossom. So enough with the vintages. Just back to cherry blossom. So basically they mostly have a white cherry blossoms in the Notting Hill area. So that's it. It's like, for me, killing two birds in one stone. This is St. James's Park, one of my favorite park. One time I remember my first time in, I can't remember how many times I went here, but it was so cold then, so I bought like a wine in the nearest like a convenience store and then just drank it all the way in the park. This is so beautiful. It was early in the morning, so there's not much people here yet, so you can really admire the whole place. So St. James's Park also has white cherry blossoms. There are pinks as well, but it's just few of them. So it's actually very big park, and there are areas with no cherry blossoms, but I concentrated more on the cherry blossoms area. So this is so green, and actually I wanted to stay and just hang around, but of course I have to head on to Greenwich Park.
08:59 Southeastern service to Barnhurst, Greenwich. Calling at Deptford, Greenwich, Mays Hill, Western Park, Charlton, Woolwich Dockyard, Woolwich Castle, Plumstead, Abbey Wood, Belvedere, Erith, Slade Green, and Barnhurst. This train is formed of 10 coaches.
So this is now Greenwich Park. London has a lot of public parks and all of them are equally beautiful. Greenwich Park particularly is one of my favorite. And there are two different areas in the park that's concentrated with cherry blossoms, and their blooms are so hot pink. Look at that. I came here with my cousin and I want to thank her for that. It was very challenging for her because she was expecting at that time, and this Greenwich Park is a very hilly park. So if you plan to travel for cherry blossoms in London, it is between 1st to 2nd week of April, and Greenwich Park is one of the best sites for cherry blossoms. Good thing also is that it's free. You don't have to pay for an entrance. But if you really wanted to take a nice photograph or video that there's not much people, I suggest you have to come very early in the morning, so you will have the whole place all for yourself. And also you can spend the whole day here. Actually, you can stay for a picnic because the park is so big and there's so many areas to hang around. If you really have time, I really recommend Greenwich Park to hang around during spring. I've seen various activities that people do here, physical activities, that is jogging, cycling, they're walking their dogs, group of friends or families together playing football. if you don't feel like doing any physical activity, you can just lie down, read books, or do nothing. Just enjoy the flowers. You can also relax like this. Just get burned.
Ano yung tao ito ay? Ano yung tao?
At this point, gikapoy na gid akong pinsan. At this point sab, naglibog pud ko sa nga language akong gamiton sa akong vlog. Either mo Bisaya ba ko, Ilocano, Ilonggo, or English. Pero I use English para dili na nako i-translate para tanan makasabot. We like taking photos a lot. Like we are obsessed with taking photos. So there's so much of photograph that we've taken here until my niece gets tired. So we have to head home. Kami sa akong igagaw ning kamot migpa-picture para sa Instagram. Unya, kung pag-umangkon niyang anak, natulog na, gikapoy. On this area, you are overlooking the city of London. And this is the park. Siya, nag-video ko. Hi! Amoy pet dito ay.
Kira! Will apple.
Nakita lagi ko. Naapa ka ha?
Sa kuwan, nakatik.
The next day, I went back on my own, but I went to the different location, but still in Greenwich Park. I thought I would be there alone on my own because I was early. But there's 3 people earlier than me. I was quite early, but I was distracted by a ferret. I think it's a ferret. So I stalked him. That's why when I reached the cherry blossom, there are at least 3 people already. So I am a bit curious about this guy, so I just stalk him for a while, or stalk her for a while. It's cute. There's a lot of them in Greenwich Park. So I was just waiting for him to come down. There's actually a lot, but this is the one that didn't run away from me. I set up my camera and enjoy taking photos. Waking up so early for this, I think it's worth it. So I have my cherry blossom obsession satisfied for a few minutes here because there's only few people. If I wasn't distracted by the ferrets, I think I'm the first one in here, but that's okay. I will always come back here for cherry blossoms in Greenwich Park. So it's always best to come very early in the morning and you will get this view on your own. Groups of tourists can be here as early as 8:30 or 9 o'clock. Then they will just break the solemnity of the place.
Rosie.
Thomas.
Thomas, Rosie.
Thomas.
Rosie. Rosie.
Come see the light. Come to me. Come see the light.
No.
London is always beautiful. The city will always have something for you. Thank you for watching, and I hope you can leave me a comment below on where do you think we can find the best cherry blossoms for the next spring. And I really hope you would like this video as well, and you would subscribe to my channel, and I